Hello, I'm still Professor Solo. And if you're still asking whether Flexbox or Grid is better, let's ask a better question. Instead of or, let's make it an and. How can we best use both Flexbox and Grid? Here's the deal. They solve different problems. Flexbox is about flow, how items distribute themselves along a single axis. Grid is about structure, how space is divided across two dimensions. Once we fully grasp that distinction, the choice stops being philosophical and our layout systems become cooperative. Best of both worlds. T.A. Watts, break down how these tools divide and share responsibility.
All right, let's settle this. Flexbox versus Grid. Forget the battle. We're talking about the real move.
First things first, these two aren't rivals. Think of them as specialists. It all comes down to one axis versus two, flow versus structure. That's the whole game.
So Flexbox. You use this when you're only thinking in one dimension at a time. Perfect for rows, columns, and especially when you want the content itself to decide the size.
So yeah, you're going to reach for it for navbars, button rows, or card headers. Now, Grid. This is your specialist when you need to control two dimensions at once. You need to manage both axes, create explicit structure, or rewire layouts. That's a job for Grid. We're talking entire page layouts, complex image galleries, or dashboards. Grid is king here. But here's the secret. The pros don't choose. They combine them.
I love this analogy. Grid builds the building. Flexbox arranges the furniture.
You use Grid for the big stuff, the main skeleton and structure of your page.
Then you use Flexbox inside those areas to line up all the little things.
And that is the professional pattern. Grid for the layout, Flexbox for the components. So remember, you don't graduate from Flexbox. You're just collecting tools to build better systems.
It's that simple. Always use the right tool for the right job. Now you know.
Yep. Professional layouts don't choose sides. Grid defines the structure. Flexbox handles the components that live inside it. When each tool stays in its lane, layouts stay readable, adaptable, and easy to evolve. And that completes the CSS Flexbox and Grid architecture series. For full-fledged end-to-end walkthroughs of Flexbox flow, fundamentals, and grid-based glorious layout systems, seek the long-form layout architecture explainers on the WebDevTnT channel. P.S. Keep learning.